everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today is a day where I have an unscheduled, unplanned video, and the reason why is because I discovered something that I was able to do with my Raptor style Fender Flares that I have for my F150, and I'm gonna show you what that is. Now, hey everybody, I'm out in the sun, and these are my Raptor style Fender Flares that I got. I put them on there a couple of months ago. You know, they're textured, okay? And they got the matte feel to them. So, you know, I kind of I wanted them to shine a little bit, come as close to the paint color as possible so they'll look like that they come with the vehicle. So I used the Meguiar's back to black on it. I've used the VRP and stuff, and the stuff works, and it gives them a nice shine and sheen to it. But you know, that stuff wears off when it rains. You can see the little streaks and whatnot in it. So I was messing around with some Griot's compound and one of my buffers, my little small hand buffer. And this is what I came out with. Now, this is my rear bumper, okay? Now, you see I got that taped off, and the reason why I got that taped off, because I'm gonna do this side over here. Now, I'm gonna show you something here, and I hope you all can see this here. I hope we got enough light here. Take a look at the Fender Flare and watch the difference. Look at this spot right there. You see that spot right there? That's flat. That's what I buffed out. The texture is able to buff off. It's capable of being buffed off. You can buff that texture off and bring it to a smooth finish like that. So I'm gonna do this one side here, and we're gonna compare it, see what it looks like, and then I'm gonna take my time and do the other, all of them. Okay guys, so I know the lighting is a little shitty in here, and when I finish doing this one area back here, I'm gonna pull the vehicle out into the sunlight so we can really. Okay guys, so here we go. There's the front part of it, and I took the tape off. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. Wow. Get a close up on that. And some of the imperfection spots over here, I'm gonna use some other polishes to polish that out. But that is a difference. And the texture, now you feel the texture over here. Hear that? Now watch this. You don't hear it, do you? Watch this. Watch. A couple little spots where you can see some of the texture still there. but I can just carefully buff that out, and I'm not worried about hurting the paint because it's just compound on it. So, hey, we got something. Now guys, I pulled the truck out equally in the sun so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Now here's a look at the front fender flare. You can see the texture and the matte on it. And there's the back one. Tell me you don't see a difference. I mean, you hear my dogs barking, but you know, hey, sorry about nothing I can do to help that. But that's what I got out of it. So now it's time for me to do the rest of them. I won't take you through all that, but with the magic of, with the magic of videotape, I'll just go. Okay, so you all can see, I got the driver's side done, and I got a couple of imperfection spots that I kind of messed up a little bit. Well, I didn't really mess them up, but it's nothing that I can't fix. I'll put it that way. It's nothing I can't fix, all right? So, but this is what I do, guys. I mean, I experiment with what's mine, to see what I can come up with. And so far, what I've come up with to take the texture off of it, and I didn't know that you can actually take this texture off, that it would come out like that. I had no idea. So, but I see now, and I like it. I love it a lot better. And this is actually the type of fender flares I wanted. I wanted to match close to that same black, that's on the vehicle as possible without the textured look, because that textured look makes it look like it's something added on. When it's just a nice gloss black, and it's flat and smooth, like you can see now, it's smooth. It is smooth now. Now with it being smooth like that, it looks like it's part of the truck, like it came that way. Okay, so you all know I'm an experimental nut. I like to experiment with different products. I like to see, what works and what doesn't work. What works for one person might not work for everybody else. But so now I'm on the passenger side doing this. So I found a more efficient way of doing it, and where it makes it comes out even. If I wet sanded it first with 1500 grit sandpaper, and I mean just a light wet sanding just to take the texture off, and you can see this right here. This is what I've sanded, and I've also compounded. And look at how smooth that is. And then when you get over there, if you guys can hear that, listen to this, watch this. See that? And I'm not raising my hand. My hand has got all the weight on it. And that's the smoothness of it between that over here, this side, because I haven't done this side. So this is the rough side. This is the smooth side. So I'm gonna wet sand it first, just like I did that side. And then, but like I said, if you're gonna try this, like I say, I'm using a 1500 grit sandpaper. Okay. Some might say, well, you can go a little heavier. I wouldn't go a little bit heavier on that because, I think, in my opinion, 1500 grit is enough. I make sure I wet it real good. I wet my paper real good. First, I take my sponge, which is right here, and I run the sponge over it this way so that it can be nice and wet. I put that in the water, and I come up and down with strokes, going straight up and down, just like this, without touching the body, without touching the paint. So I'm going straight up and down, just like this. And this, and like I say, I'm doing very, very, very light. I'm just barely got this laying on it. Showing you guys that I'm really excited about this, because this is exactly how I wanted my Fender Flares to look. I wanted them to look like this, man. I mean, they look like they came with the vehicle. That's why I didn't like those Fender Flares with the big, those ribbit holes in it, those pocket style Fender Flares. I didn't like that, because that looks like something. It looks like a Frankenstein that's added onto a vehicle. I just didn't like that. And that's how that comes out. Now I'm not done, because I'm gonna come back around and I'm gonna polish all of them out. Right now I'm just compounding right now. I'm compounding. I'm gonna put a polish on it, and then I'm gonna put ceramic coating on it. So let's get a close up on this. You see that? Looks like the rest of the vehicle. That's what I like about it. That's what I love about it. Now, see, and I'm going to show you a difference. Look at this one, and look at the one that haven't been done yet. Okay? Huge difference. Done, undone. So I started on this about 12 o'clock, and it's now 3:30, so it's like 3.5 hours, and it's done. There is the Fender Flares, okay? They're no longer textured. I'll show you. Look at that. You don't hear anything with my hands rubbing up against it, because there's no texture on them anymore. I took the texture off of them, and I like them a hell of a lot better. Here's the front one right here. Run our hands across. Okay. Now, in some areas, there's still a little bit of grittiness, just a slight touch in some areas, but those are things that, I'll work those off as time go by to get that all the way. But I mean, I'm very happy with them. You can look at them, guys. They look like they're part of the truck. They don't look like they're added on to the truck. I mean, it's like, okay, I'll give you this. The bull bar I got in the front, you can see that truck wasn't built like that. You can see that it was added onto it, okay? And that's, in my opinion, on what some Fender Flares look like, especially the pocket style ribbon ones. Now, I didn't say they were ugly. I just said they're not my type. I just don't, they're not my speed. I like something like this, nice and smooth, as you can see. All right? This is the passenger side. And there's the back side. Now ask yourself this question: how did I do it? Okay, I did it with a little 1500 grit sandpaper, water, a lot of water, compound, polish, buffer, different buffing pads, and one of the most important ingredients, elbow grease. A lot of them, okay, because this was it was a challenge. It was, well, put it this way, like I told you, I love doing stuff with vehicles, but, it wasn't easy, okay? And that's why some people, call it what you want to call it, paint correction, paint enhancement or whatnot. I just say that, hey, I removed the texture off of my Fender Flares, and that's the way it is. So, hey, if you like this video, y'all, please hit those like buttons, the subscribe buttons, and notification buttons. I'm trying to get to that 500 mark. I want to get to 1,000. Please help me out. I need it. I'll keep bringing you different videos. Chuck, what's going on up there where you at? And also Craig, you as well, who's over in Oklahoma. These are my buddies, okay? We stay in contact with one another. So appreciate them. Appreciate you guys looking at the video. I appreciate everybody looking at the video. I really do. Thank y'all so much. I'm done. It's Miller time or whatever it is. I'm going to drink. It's time. I'm going in. I've had it for today. I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.